Morning. It's 10:20. I've been up since 8:15. Brandon blew something up in the backyard and it woke up everybody on the bay except my dad and Will. But yeah, I had some Fruit Loops and they kind of gave me a headache, and I had some orange juice and I was sugar a headache. So I'm gonna try to find something savory to eat, but last night I had a tofu scramble that I actually made for breakfast yesterday, and I got seriously bad heartburn from the jalapenos. I'm trying to see. I see them in here. And they're this Shaw's brand, and they tasted perfect. Like, they tasted really, really good, but I ate way too many of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't feel good. Oh, clean up some stuff on the floor here. Sorry about that. But yeah, I wasn't too happy, and I had two huge Tums, and I rarely ever eat Tums because they're not vegan, but I do eat them because they somewhat help when really they don't even do anything to help me. I'm just that sensitive with foods. So that was like triple the amount. This container was full, plus I had that much with breakfast yesterday. So that was a huge amount. So there's a few jalapenos in there, but I'm not gonna put any more in. So I'm gonna eat this. I had some Fruit Loops and I wasn't feeling it. I don't like sweet things. I've told you guys before, I'm not a sweet person, and when I eat something sweet, it's usually a cupcake or a little bit of frosting. Okay, switch that. A lot of frosting and a little bit of cupcake. How about that bowl today? I think I'm going to do, because my corn tortillas, these Mission ones, I really do like them. I really like these Mission tortillas. I'm sorry for this clip being so long, but I barely filmed this morning. They're good, but they fall apart so easily. Like, they're really frail. I'm barely even touching that, and it's just falling apart. So, I don't know. I might have... I know it's like freaking early. Yeah. I'm just gonna have these. The Cape Cod, that black bean, pinto, red, and azuki bean? Adzuki? I think that's what it is. These are freaking amazing. If you want a good chip, get these. They're really good. Alright, I haven't really done that much. I sat watching YouTube videos for a little while, and it's 1:11 right now. Testing out a recipe that I saw from What I Eat in a Day Vegan Teenager. I don't know. Some girl, she made watermelon ice cream, or watermelon thing, and it's like melting. So I could eat that. And I cleaned out the freezer a little bit. This is like frozen mango and frozen peaches. I'm gonna try to get the boys to do smoothings and stuff. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm making some vegan tortilla pizzas. It's on the broiler, so I gotta keep an eye on that. Look at my freezer. Look at that. I did squish a bunch of stuff onto the door, but I'm going to be making some pasta dishes and putting in there, some stir fries too, to have for like nights where I get home from the gym or something and I don't want to actually cook. So that's what I'm going to be actually doing. So I gotta clean up so I can get everything all set and good. So let's do some cooking. Alright, my pizza's done. Yes, it looks kind of burned, but it was on broil. It's done. I'm gonna eat probably one or two of those. So, I don't know. Probably one. Probably this one. That one looks good. Making some stir-fried veggies for the week, and yes, this is what's happening with the rice. There's brown rice in there. I put 4 cups of water and 2 cups of brown rice. I'm gonna cut up some carrots. That was 2 carrots. Yeah, huge. Like, that's my hand. Those are huge. They were bursting out of this bag. Gonna cut up some of these green onions, cilantro. Already did that. I don't know why I got this out. I think I'm gonna put that on there. There's another one in the fridge. That's not that, like the one from Verandas, some Asian one. That's actually gluten-free. So I think I'm gonna actually use the one that's gluten-free and not that one. I'm gonna probably put that on tofu later in the week or something. Alright, I have 5 bags here of the stir-fry with rice, and those go in the freezer, and the day that I actually want it, I'll take it out and I'll eat it. Only 1 carrot because they were huge. Next is my lo mein. I'm going to be making a big huge batch of that and putting it in the freezer too, because I have some room in here and I actually like to do meal prep for, oh, and I use a little bit of this on the stir fry. It's this stuff that I just had like a little tiny bit. I thought I had a lot more. But I used quite a bit of this and the rest of this. And I used a little bit more of these things. So I'm going to put this stuff in the freezer after it dries off a little bit. I'm going to take the air out and put it into a bag and put it in the freezer and then start making a lo mein. So I'll show you what the lo mein looks like when I start cooking it. Oh, and while the cooking's happening, this is a disaster. Gotta clean that. So far, I have the veggies and the sauce in here, and it's sort of like the other lo mein that I did. If you watched my other video called Lo Mein, it's a pun. Go watch that and you'll have to figure it out yourself on how to make some lo mein. But it's a lo mein stir fry sort of, with cooking up some of my gluten-free noodles right now. 3 more minutes on that. I am going to take those 2 minutes and clean up this mess. First I gotta clean that. Clean that. This is pretty good water. It's a lot different than the Poland Spring one. It's a lot sweeter. I don't know what kind of sweetener they use in it. It just tastes a little bit different than the Poland Spring one. Like this one. It tastes a little bit different. Like slightly different. Like this is a lot stronger in the lime section, while that's more raspberry. Yeah, that's what I just said. Alright, slightly different. than the lo mein that I did the other night, but it's actually really good. So I'm going to pack these up into little bags, just like what I did with the stir fry and rice. And I'm going to put that in the freezer, and during the week, I can pull out one that I want for dinner or lunch. I'm going to put some sesame seeds throughout that, and then I'm going to clean up this mess.